I bought this house in 1995. I started having problems with the payment in 2007. I worked for Children's Hospital for 13 years, and the post office offered me a position. And I thought the post office was giving me a full-time position. But once I left Children's Hospital and went to the post office, it was a part-time position. And the post office was having a lot of problems where a lot of people didn't realize the post office was in debt. So in 2008, I lost my job. So it was hard for me to get unemployment because unemployment, and that's when everybody would start losing their jobs and unemployment was overwhelmed. And I tried to work with the bank, and the bank wouldn't work with me. They couldn't lower my payments or anything else. I worked all my life to accomplish my dreams and my hope. And the American dream is to own a home, to stay in your home, to die old in your home, to leave your kids something. So I called AHP, and they had a meeting down at the main library. So me and my cousin, we went down there and listened, sat in the meeting and stuff, and the program sounded very interesting. At first I was scared, and I realized that if I leave my home and I have a minor daughter who just had a baby, where am I going to go? So I done some research. I called the Better Business Bureau on your program and found out it was a good program. So I decided to go with it instead of, I'm being homeless, don't have nowhere to go, have a minor daughter who just had a baby, and I love my home. I feel that God blessed me with this home, so He had to find a way for me to keep this house. I invested a lot of quality time here, and this was a place that made me feel comfortable. This was mine. I felt that this was a gift that God gave to me. So if I had to find a way to keep it, He was going to bring something to me to help me keep it. When I met Jason and his brother came out, and they was the most best people who came out, because other people, investors, came out. And I really didn't feel comfortable around them. But when Jason and his brother came out, it was just that connection. I felt calm there. I felt that they wasn't going to rip me off. They was going to give me a chance. I feel that I can talk to them. The other investors, I really didn't get that feeling with. Once I got started with AHP, it was a long process. But in the end, I'm in my home. My payments is lower. What I found out what the bank wanted for my home, it wasn't really what they can get out my home, even if they sold it on auction. And the hassle, I know I can maintain my payment, and I'm happy.
I mean, this is a homeowner who had gotten into trouble, like many have, and was working hard, wanted to stay in her home. And I thought the price was very fair. That's the best way to put it. It was a very fair price for the investor. It wasn't, we're going to make, 500% on our money in 6 months. But it was a very good investment, and that's the best word I can use. It was simply a fair price for the investor, a good return on the money. The main thing for the investor, at least in my opinion, is getting a good quality tenant. And with AHP, the tenant is already there. There's no vacancy, not even one day. And we know they're well motivated to stay in the home. We already have kind of vetted their income and their reliability. So from that standpoint, it just makes sense, as opposed to perhaps finding a cheaper home, maybe at a foreclosure auction or sheriff's sale, that you could get truly at a fire sale price, but then you don't know about your tenant. It might be 6 months, they might be low quality, they might not have the income. So with AHP, everything is in place from day one, and that to me was very attractive.
A lot of people who own homes and got in financial situation like I do, they want to stay in their home because it's their comfort zone.
I assume the bank felt that this was in their best financial interest. They must have felt that the money that they got was more than they were going to get going through foreclosure and then selling it at auction. I have no other explanation for why they did it. And the financial projections were accurate, perhaps even a little conservative. So I have referred my friends to AHP. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. Everything was as advertised.
So I feel this has been a great program. I appreciate y'all guys. It was a long process, and I still have faith. Back at Akron U, I'll graduate in January with a 4-year degree in social work. I have a lot of jobs opportunities with a degree now. I plan on buying my house back within 2 years and working with them. And I have an opportunity. I know I can afford my house now, and the stress has been released.